Yo, what is up, everybody? It's your boy, Big Corpse here, back again, the realest and illest killer from the 805, Oxnard representing. This is the smoking section, bringing you the hottest topics. Listen, today's topic is something that I hold very near and dear to me. This is a topic that is growing around the world, and it's something that we've been needing to talk about, as a culture, as a human race, as a society. I think it's one of the most important facets of our life, but the one that we neglect the most. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is our mental health. So mental health, that is a very, peculiar word. And it's a very strange word because mental health, how, our bodily health, is very easy to measure, and easy to quantify. If you're overweight or if you have certain ailments, you can eat certain foods and you'll be better, or if you have a lack of protein, you can eat certain foods, you will be better. Or if you're dehydrated, Mental health, though, there's not a lot of things that we can add into our life to sustain mental health. We can't do these things generally by consumption. I hope I'm making sense. I hope everybody's reading me. So there's, if I'm sad, there's not enough chocolate that I could eat and be in a healthy place. You know what I mean? Dopamine might start rushing back into my brain, but I won't be healthy. So it's a very peculiar thing. So, to me, mental health. Hold on, I gotta spark up this J from Fuzzies. It's a Fuzzies J from Safeport, Port Hueneme. Y'all already know I go there for all the best cannabis. The Fuzzy's a gram joint that's wrapped in wax and hash and keef, packed with over a gram of bomb indica. So, dude, this is really, really strong. So yeah. So check it out. So to me, mental health, what does that mean? Mental health to me, so first is mental, right? What is our mental? Our mind is the brain in motion. So when you feel your brain begin to wander, or you start to think about certain things that cause a reaction inside of your body, whether it's happiness, sadness, anxiety, whatever, the mind. The mind is a very elusive thing because we haven't had a chance to be able to exactly quantify it yet. Some people would say that the mind is just the brain, but they're two separate things. It's the brain in motion. It's the brain as it begins to act accordingly with its surroundings. So, excuse me. So, how do we stay mentally healthy? It's a very, very, very strange line to walk, because if we are, overindulging in things that stimulate us, then we need that constant stimulation. Then we need constant stimulation. I think that's the problem with a lot of today's teenagers. They could easily toggle through 4 different apps on their cell phone, which is ready in their pocket at all times. They can flip between Snapchat, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter with ease. But that's giving them constant stimulation. Therefore, their brain, their mind is never at rest. It's in constant consumption. So they're just constantly eating up all these bits of information that are just zooming by them. Or we're not getting enough stimulation into our brain, which will cause a recession of our mind, which will lead into a depression of our emotions. So if you're not getting, the happy moments, the funny moments, the good ones, the ones that just make you feel all warm and bubbly inside, then you are depriving your body of the stimulants that's going to help it, stay correct. You need to have the balance of happiness and enjoyment and fulfillment, and the balance of stillness and nothingness, the nothingness of the disciplined mind. right? So saying that is also saying, you have to be able to look at yourself and say, you know what? I'm going to put everything down 10 minutes and, I'm going to sit. Some people decide to meditate. Some people, just go out and bird watch. Some people sit down and knit. There's different levels. How's that term go? There's different strokes for different folks. Okay? So what might work for you in your still moments might not work for somebody else. Yeah? So understanding this balance, maintaining this balance, finding the balance, I think, is probably the most important part of all of it. Maintaining that balance is the second most part of it. And the third, fourth, and fifth thing I would say of importance with balance is not allowing things to disrupt that balance. Yeah. It takes 4, 5, and 6. Shit, It could be the next 100 of importance on that list. So for mental health, for me, something that, I want people to understand is that it is okay to remove yourself from people, places, or things that take you out of your balance, right? That take away from your mental health. It is okay to remove yourself from it. Now, a lot of you, right, had your heart drop because you're like, well, I can't not see my best friend for the rest of my life. I can't just not see my mom for the rest of my life. And I'm here with a reality check, right? First, there's no definition of time of this removal, right? So what I mean by that is you can look at your mom in the face and be like, listen, Mom, I can't be around you. You're bad for my mental health. You're hurting me inside, And you could go 3 or 4 days and not see them, right? And then go and see them and see how you feel, right? You go 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, 4 months, 5, 6, 7. You go the rest of your life, because I'm sorry to break it to you. They could fucking die right now, right? Right now. This has been the biggest key to my mental health and keeping my balance, is adding perspective to everything. So when I'm in confrontation with somebody and we're arguing, I'm trying now harder than ever to just let it roll off of me, because they could die. Like, an asteroid can fall out of the sky and hit them and die. So with that, it makes me appreciate the argument. It makes me value the difference between me and them. It makes me more considerate, more emphatic, and overall is going to help me listen better to what's going on in front of me, right? Because if you and somebody, anybody, any random Joe Schmo, if you guys are getting into a heated argument, then somebody's not listening enough. Somebody is not listening enough. Someone's not being emphatic. Somebody is not being understanding. Yeah, it could be both. It could be one. So for my mental health, I allow people to be who they are, right? While I be who I am. Okay? That helps me keep my balance. Because I won't lie, and this is a big reason why I wanted to have this podcast, was, I've dealt with my own mental health issues. I have dealt with, suicidal, thoughts and actions and tendencies. And, there's been a few times where I went there, and I'm not saying that it's not a battle every single day. Like, every single day it's a battle, and I know some of us get tired of just having this battle, but it's like, dude, like, if I could just let you guys know, some battles are big, some are small. Some are small battles. But it's a battle nonetheless. Yeah. And the pain of the battle, the discomfort, the distaste of the battle is our price to be able to live this life and to make so much of it. Like, there's whole ass people out there, right, in the world who are richer than countries. Like, I can't wrap my brain around that sometimes, but they made a life of themselves. Like, they were born into life just like us, screaming and butt naked. Like, whoa. And now they're billionaires, fucking gajillionaires, like, own whole countries. So I just want people to think, like, dude, let's put stuff into a little bit more perspective with our mental health. Like, what are we really upset about? One, what are we really frustrated about? Like, let's talk this out, you know? So with mental health, one, please talk it out. Like, let's get to the bottom of this. Yeah? Two, it is okay to say, man, I can't be around you. I'm concerned about my mental health. That is okay. And on top of all things, do not be ashamed of where you're at with your mental health. Yeah, there's no need to allow anybody's judgment or your own self-doubt and judgment to make you feel any type of way about somewhere where you might be in your life and something that you might possibly even need help with. Reach out, call people. You know, there's plenty of Facebook groups, man, for people in need. There's plenty of people, you know, some of these people might not be the ones that we want to talk to, but they're definitely the ones that we probably should and more than likely need to talk to. So I hope you guys take this. This is my podcast for mental health awareness. Yeah, whether it's a day, week, month, or all year long, or the rest of our life. Yeah, I want people to let's be more aware so that we can drive more solutions to this growing problem that we have. It's not too late. We can get in front of it. Everybody can. Everybody can. Shout out to Charlemagne the God, because y'all know my favorite topic, and that's mental health. Yeah, mental health awareness. So I'll holler at you guys. I hope you guys have an amazing day, week, month, and life. I'll see y'all on the flip side.